Valerian, how did you feel about it? How did it play? How did it live up to its selling points?
So I didn't know much about it going in. It had a very cute story, cute graphical style. Gameplay is pretty basic word puzzle type thing, swap tiles around, make words. I would definitely be interested in checking out the full version, sort of seeing where the story goes. It had a nice sense of humor to it, lots of heart, you know.
1 out of 10, what would you give it at this point?
In its current state, I'd probably give it about a 6. Lots of charm, gameplay is nothing really new.
Hi, I'm Joe McCoy, I'm an engineer at Proletariat. Hi, I'm Dan Ogles, I'm the CTO at Proletariat. Alright, so this is World Domination. It's the first game from Proletariat. It's a small Boston-based studio. There's 9 of us. It's a massive multiplayer, online, faction-based game where you're picking either playing as the humans or zombies, and you're fighting to take over the world. See, we have a world, and you can see that certain cities are controlled already by the zombies or the humans. Some cities are being contested right now, but the city we want to go see is Seattle. So the zombies are currently winning. We have 4 hours left, and we're going to get some pretty good rewards if we beat this. So we're going to go help out the rest of the zombies. Once it loads. All right. So the objective of this mission is to destroy Seattle. There's 3 buildings we want to go after, these hospitals. We start spawning here. And so we've brought in the Horde into Seattle. We're getting zombies. You can see the Horde is kind of dumb. There's just a lot of them. They're going to go after food, and they're going to try to destroy things. We don't have a lot of direct control. But down here are the units that we own, that we've leveled up, that we've picked the abilities for. And we're going to want to use these to take over Seattle. So we'll drop runners, which will close the distance quickly on these gunfighters so that they won't destroy our Horde. Alright, so now that we've dispatched those, coming up next we have a wall, and our runners aren't going to be able to destroy this wall in time. So we're going to need to pick a unit that can shoot over the wall and take out the humans on the other side. Now, this is a pretty strong wall here, and our Horde's not going to be able to get past the other side unless they get some help. So if we drop a Brute down, the Brute will be able to destroy this wall. He'll do extra damage to walls, fences, buildings, and let the Horde get past it. So we're moving up to our first objective building here. The Brute will destroy it, and we see all these survivors running for help. They're not going to get very far. And our next special unit here will turn the corpses of these survivors into more zombies for our Horde.
Death Road to Canada, action-adventure segments where you're exploring randomly generated cities, avoiding huge, unstoppable hordes of the classic-style zombie, mixed with interactive fiction elements, where it's choose-your-own-adventure style, mixed with Dwarf Fortress-style personality generation, where eventually all your survivors freaking hate each other, and you got to keep them together somehow. Huge focus on rare content, like you could find Horseman, you could find Elvis Presley, because he's alive somewhere, I know it.
So The Moonlighters is a heist adventure game set in the 1950s, and it's about a group of entertainers, kind of like Rat Pack style, who get pushed out of the spotlight by rock and roll, the new cool thing, and resort to pulling heists because they don't know what else to do, and they kind of want to get even. So it's an episodic adventure game, and you play a series of adventures that have a bunch of heists in them.
My name's Aaron. I play as Aquarius on Steam. Moonlighters is a kind of a puzzle game. It's themed after kind of a bunch of actors pulling a heist themed after movies. It's kind of interesting. It had kind of relatively simple gameplay and a graphic style that makes almost like 2.5p. I liked it. It was kind of straightforward because it kind of moves you constantly along this plot line that they designed for you, and you have to use the puzzle mechanics to guess what the right move is through the game's plot. So, I was curious. It's a little small at the moment. Seems more like a tech demo, but...
And 1 out of 10, what would you give it right now?
Probably about 7 or so. It's definitely in progress, but there's a lot of interesting things that they could do with it.